Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be doing another Brawl Stars guide, and this time it's on Belle. Belle has the marksman class. She's a very strong marksman in her class. She has 5,200 health, a normal movement speed, and 2,080 damage for her main attack. So, let's get right into showing her off. Belle's main attack is called Shocker. It's a main basic attack that does 2,080 damage. However, while you can't see here, Belle's attack can bounce between enemies, doing 1,000 damage every time it bounces. This mechanic can be extremely good because it allows her to clear enemies out so they can't group up together. It's very effective against snipers. Next, we have Belle's Super. It's called Spotter. Spotter is a 1,000 damage projectile that, when hit, it will leave a little mark on them. That mark causes the enemy to take 35% more damage till their next death. This could be very good against rushing tanks like Frank, Primo, BB, because your team could get them down lower. It could also be used on gem grabs, so enemies just won't peek as much anymore. Belle's first gadget is called Nest Egg. This gadget lays a little trap, as you can see right here, that while you can see it, same with your teammates, the enemies can't see it. This trap does 624 damage and slows the enemy for 3 seconds, which is a lot. This thing has 20-second cooldown. Belle's first star power is called Positive Feedback. Positive Feedback, whenever you hit a shot with your main attack, like right there, boom, that's not a killing shot, it'll give you a shield for 2 seconds, 20% shield. This can be really good because it allows Belle to actually have a bit more tankiness, which can change Belle a ton. Belle's second gadget, it's called Reverse Polarity. This makes Belle's shot from going from a basic shot to being able to bounce off walls and increase its range for every time it bounces off walls. This can be very good and very helpful on maps where you just need one more hit on an enemy or to snipe them from the behind. Belle's second star power is called Roundup. Roundup transforms Belle's super from just marking to making it so the person you shoot on cannot reload for 5 seconds. This isn't the greatest, but it's very effective against brawlers with 1 or 2 ammo, like Lily, Bee, Carl, Lumi, and even Charlie. So, it's situational, and can also be good against some assassins, like Edgar and Mortis. Next, we have Belle's best game modes and maps. Belle's best game modes are Gem Grab, Bounty, and Knockout. The best maps for each of those modes: for Gem Grab, we have Minecart Madness, due to the minecart constantly moving, giving Belle cover and pushing people in certain ways, and Rustic Arcade, due to the map being pretty open compared to the others. For Bounty, we have Dry Season, because we could get some good shots with Belle's Reverse Polarity gadget and Shooting Star, because it's pretty open, and it's a very good map for Belle. For Knockout, Out in the Open's the only really good one, because there's not that many bushes, and it's very open. So, that's very good. And then on to Belle's counters and matchups. Belle has a very good matchup against throwers, like most snipers do, and even has good matchups against Colt, Jesse, and 8-Bit. A lot of brawlers who have helpful turrets like Pam and 8-Bit, who they need to stay by for a boost, Belle could do really good on, because she could snipe the turret, and the bounce shot will hit people right near the turret. Belle's worst matchups, though, are mainly assassins and tanks. So like BB, El Primo, Bull, Ash, and some of her worst matchups have to be Edgar and Mortis, and even Kenji in some cases, due to the fact that Belle doesn't really have a way to get out of situations, unlike a lot of other brawlers. Also, out of all the people, Piper is actually not a good matchup for Belle, due to the fact that Piper has the same range as her, but has over double the damage, because Piper is very, very overtuned in my opinion. But that's just my thoughts. So now, let's get on to the matches. First, I need to mention Belle's best build. So in my opinion, you mostly want to go for reverse polarity mainly, due to the fact that you're only really going to use Nest Egg when you know what the enemy is playing or the map is pretty bushy, which you just shouldn't be playing Belle on. Next, we have our gears. I recommend using reload gear because just having that extra reload can make Belle so much better. She could dish out so many more shots, and if you missed, you could recover. For store power, I recommend positive feedback. 20% shield is awesome, especially for a brawler who doesn't have that much bulk. And for the second gear, I recommend shield gear, just to add more bulk to Belle, because as a sniper, she only has 5,200 health, but being able to increase that by 900 is a lot better. So, as I said, let's get into the matches. The map we're going to be playing is Gem Grab Last Stop. For us, we're going to use Nest Egg. This is the example of using Nest Egg due to the fact that there's bushes on the right and the left. So, let's get into it. Alright, Colt, Chester, and Melody. We have a pretty good matchup against the Colt. So, let's do this. When using Belle's traps, you want to use her traps to mainly, like, I'm going to use one right here. So if they try to attack me through there, they'll have a hard time. And I just made a mistake there. I dove in without checking against Chester, so. But we could recover. Boom. Come on. Oh, come on. Ah, it's difficult to deal with two people at once. Deal some good damage. Nice. Alright, and we're going to place our trap right here, mainly near the center. Then we could land some early game. Chester's in the bush. He's in here. Nice job, Spike, for checking it. Alright, we got gems, so we head back. Yeah, set trap. Nice gadget, Rico. Nice job, guys. I played okay that match. I could have played better. But when playing Belle, you mainly want to stay back. Nice job, Rico. You mainly want to stay back and away from everyone. Because Belle, as I said, isn't tanky, and but as you saw in the beginning of Chester, she could easily be jumped on and killed instantly. But let's load into another match of Gem Grab. Alright, so loading into our second game, I saw Chester, Piper, and Poco. Okay. And I'm using Belle's second gadget, Reverse Polarity. Sorry if I mispronounce it. So we're going to go left wing because we got that. And treat it as our own. Boom, land 2 shots on the paper. Shot to Chester. Nice job. Okay, look how much I increased that range. Sweet. Nice, we hit the Piper.
The Gold Arm Gang says hi.
Okay, and 1 shot. Oh, that almost hit me.
Hey, I got a job to do. Can't do everything myself.
Nice. Take the gems and run. Run. Okay, nice. But yeah, stay back. Lay down your traps when you can. Okay, Poco doesn't have super. Nice job, Bo. Nice mines, actually. Okay, you want to use... Okay. Alright, that was good. Alright, I'll probably be ending off the video here. I played okay. But some other tips with Belle. Make sure you have a good team combination. The best team combinations I like to use are one tank, one sniper, which is going to be Belle, and one mid-ranger like Bo. Or use an assassin and a mid-ranger technique, or even like a support and a tank technique. Belle is really good for supporting her teammates, so you want to use that to your advantage. Sorry. Overall, Belle is one of my favorite brawlers, and hope this tutorial helps you to play her. But just remember, when playing her, stay neutral, don't rush in. When you use hyper, just target the person you have to mark on, and try to hit your shots. Because Belle has a fast projectile. So, hope you guys liked the video. Hope you guys learned a lot. So, the next tutorial I'm making is going to be a Cordelius tutorial. So, thank you for watching. Hope to see you guys later.